Good afternoon. Welcome to field number 1 here at the Palmasola Softball Complex. It is the third game of the day here on day number 9 of the FGCL. Here on field 1, we have the Manatee Squeeze taking on the Manatee Skeeters. I'm Tom Canterbury. Thank you so much for joining us here for another game of FGCL action. Here is the starting lineup for the Manatee Squeeze, the visiting team for today's ball game. They are 4-2 on the year on a one-game win streak for their head coach, Taylor Pennell. And the Squeeze are tied for 4th, entering play here in the 2:30 window of day number 9. Leading things off is the center fielder, Elise Crescio. Ariana O'Connell, the shortstop, will bat second. Skylar Young, second base, batting third. Brooke Bassingale, designated player, bats fourth. Hannah Evans, left field, batting fifth. Batting sixth is Maddie Green, the right fielder. Reagan Hickey, catching, batting seventh. Lauren Faulkner, first base, batting eighth. Eliza Johnson, third base, batting ninth. And Reese Hickey, the extra hitter, will bat 10th. They'll face in the circle for the Skeeters, the incoming freshman righty heading to Walter State, Liliana Acosta. Acosta in FGCL play, making her 6th appearance. She's pitched 8 innings with an 0-2 record, 28 runs allowed, 22 have been earned, 19.25 ERA, 22 hits, 4 Ks, and 14 walks. As a team, the Skeeters, through 7 games, have allowed 57 runs, 48 earned for an 8 ERA and a 2.45 whip. So Elise Crescio will lead things off. First pitch high and away. 4-1. Defensively for the Skeeters, Tatarski in left, Bradshaw in center, Riley in right, Cochran at third, Artenis at short, Tidball at second, Bishotti at first, Weinbarger catching Acosta, and Tomolsky is the DP. Crescio in FGCL play is 5 of 14, batting .357 with 8 runs scored, 2 runs driven in, has a couple of doubles and a couple of walks. As a team, the Squeeze entering play through 6 games with a .303 team average. They've scored 36 runs, a team on base percentage of .380. And that'll go up with the leadoff walk to Elise Crescio. And they'll bring up the shortstop, Ariana O'Connell. O'Connell, batting .267, 4 of 15, 6 runs scored, 3 runs driven in, has a double and a walk. It's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 93 degrees at first pitch, partly cloudy skies. A little bit of a breeze, not as much as we've had the last few days. What breeze there is, blowing out to left field. Earlier today here on field 1, the Swashbucklers and the Circus met, and the Circus pulled the upset 12-4 in 5 innings. And there's the Snowbirds over Loggerheads 7-0. The game just completed a little while ago. Over on field 2, the Finns run-ruled the Queens 9-1 in 5 innings, and it was a slice over the Sea Cows 6-2. And the River Mocs and the Impact are underway. The game we'll keep you up to date on as it continues. These two teams last time out, the Skeeters, as that is a strike, but taking second on the wild pitch will be Crescio. Skeeters dropped a 9-1 decision in 5 innings. On Saturday. Squeeze got a 2-day weekend. They did not play on Saturday. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. O'Connell down on strikes. There's one gone. And that will bring up the second baseman, Skylar Young. Young, 3 of 16. 188 the average with 3 runs scored, an RBI, and 2 doubles. She's been walked twice and she's been hit once. Takes first pitch for a strike. 1 out, runner on second. Squeeze beat the Impact 8-3 on Friday in their last outing. Coming up next for these two teams, the Squeeze will take on the Finns tomorrow at noon on Field 2. Skeeters and the Impact at 2:30, also on Field 2. Two operative first. Bishotti has it. Will step on the bag. Cresho moves to third, but there's now 2 away. So that will bring up the designated player, Brooke Massengale. Massengale hitting a robust .615. She's 8 of 13. 3 runs scored, 3 runs driven in with a homer, 2 doubles, and a walk. Trying to get the Squeeze on the board first with runner on third, 2 away. First pitch is popped up to deep second. Ranging back is Tidball. She'll make the catch for out number 3 to retire the side, and in the threat for the Squeeze here in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left. We played a half inning. Squeeze nothing. Skeeters coming to bat. This is the FTCL. Zero zero as we move to the bottom of the first inning. Here is the starting lineup for the home team, the Manatee Skeeters. They are 1-6 entering today's play, a 2-game losing streak under head coach Morgan Kosler. And the Skeeters are in 14th place in the FGCL. Leading things off, the second baseman, Lila Tidball. KB Bradshaw, center field batting second. Tegan Riley, right field batting third. And Elisa Weinbarger catching batting fourth. Sydney Totarski, the left fielder, will bat fifth. Keely Cochran, the third baseman, will bat sixth. Batting seventh is Liliana Acosta, the pitcher. Paige Bishotti, the first baseman, will bat eighth. Batting ninth. Julia Tomolsky, the extra hitter. And Aliva Artanis, the shortstop, will bat 10th. They'll face in the circle for the Squeeze, the right-handed sophomore out of Mississippi State, Sarah Phillips. Phillips in FGCL play, making her 7th appearance. She's pitched 15 in the third innings. 2-1 the record. 13 runs allowed, 11 have been earned. A 5.02 ERA. 16 hits, 8 strikeouts, 8 walks. 157 the whip for Phillips. As a team, the Squeeze through 6 games, they've given up 29 runs, 25 have been earned. A 4.10 team ERA. First pitch to Lila Tidball is outside for ball 1. Tidball hitting .500. She's 7 of 14. 5 runs scored with an RBI and a double. He's walked once and sold a couple of bags. As a team, the Skeeters, through 7 games, have a team average of .218. They've scored 35 runs and a team on base percentage of .310. Fouled away. Defensively for the Squeeze, Evans in left, Crescio in center, Green in right, Johnson at third, O'Connell at short, Young at second, Faulkner at first, Hickey catching Phillips, and Hickey and Massengale, the DP and extra hitter. That's fouled off. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Tidball down on strikes. There's one gone. I'll bring up the center fielder, KB Bradshaw. Bradshaw, 5'11", 455 the batting average, 7 runs scored, 3 runs driven in, has a homer and a double and 3 walks. Called strike. Swing and a miss. Two and two the count. The walk issued to Bradshaw. We'll now bring up the right fielder, Tegan Riley. First pitch is a called strike. Riley batting .250, 3 of 12 with 3 runs scored, or 3 runs driven in, excuse me, with 2 walks. Hit and run, that's a ground ball to third. It's a fair ball down the third base line. Johnson makes the stop in the throw for out number 2. Runner to second. There's now 2 away. So 2 out now, runner on second for Annalisa Weinbarger. Weinbarger also hitting .250 with a run scored and 5 runs driven in, has a homer and a walk. Takes first pitch for a called strike. Ground ball to short, and stop made by O'Connell, and the throw is there for out number 3 to retire the side. For the Skeeters here in the first, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played an inning, 0-0 between the Squeeze and the Skeeters. This is the FGCL. No scores. We head to the second inning. Hannah Evans leading things off for the Squeeze. Liliana Acosta back out for a second inning of work for the Skeeters. Evans batting .273, 3 of 11, 2 runs scored, 2 runs driven in with a double and a walk. Takes a strike. Costa, a native of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Ground ball to second. Misplayed to begin with, but the throw is not in time. Evan beats it out on the E4 by Tidball. Costa heading to Walters State as both a hitter and a pitcher. First pitch is a strike to now Maddie Green with a runner on first, nobody out. Green is 2 of 10 and skies this one to left. Totarski is there. She'll make the catch, no tag. And there's one gone. One out now for the catcher, Reagan Hickey. Hickey 4 of 14, 286 the batting average with 2 runs scored, 3 runs driven in, a double and a walk. And that's a ground ball through for a base hit into left field. So Hickey, first pitch swinging, base hit. First hit of the game for the Squeeze, putting runners now on first and second with one away. And Morgan Gosler is going to come out and talk things over with Acosta. Lauren Faulkner is going to be the batter for the Squeeze. She's 2 of 11, batting .182 with a run scored, 2 runs driven in, and a walk so far here in FGCL play. Chance here for her to get things going and to get the Squeeze on the board. Runners on first and second, one away. The first pitch is a called strike. Over on field 2, they are in the top of the third inning, and the Rivermocks have a 1-0 lead over the Impact. And we'll keep you up to date on that one as the day continues. That's taken to right center field, and that's going to fall for a base hit into the gap. Rounding third and coming in to score is Evans. And the second runner, Reagan Hickey, also going to come across. And that's going to be a 2 RBI double off the bat of Lauren Faulkner. And the Squeeze have taken the 2-0 lead. So one out now, runner on second. Eliza Johnson, the batter. Squeeze lead at 2-0. First pitch to Johnson's outside for ball one. Johnson at 3 of 12, batting .250 with a run scored and a run driven in. She's walked 5 times. On base percentage at .471 for her through the first week of play. That's a liner to short. Artemis will make the catch for out number 2. Two out now, runner on second for the extra hitter, Riseki. It's gone opposite way to right field. There to make the catch is Riley for out number 3 to retire the side. But the squeeze played a couple here in the second inning. 2 runs on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the second inning, 2-0. Squeeze with the lead. This is the FGCL. Sydney Tsarsky will lead things off for the Skeeters here in the second. Sarah Phillips back out for her second inning work for the Squeeze. Squeeze lead at 2-0. First pitch to Tsarsky misses for ball one. Phillips, a sophomore in 2026 at Mississippi State from Trustville, Alabama. Redshirted for the Bulldogs this year after her freshman year in 2025, where she had a .420 ERA in 10 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs that were all earned, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, and 1-0 record. Tsarsky is 2 of 19 on the year, so that one's fouled off. 3 runs scored with an RBI, a walk and a hit by pitch. Like several of the Skeeters, trying to get things going here in week 2 of the FGCL 2026. And that'll help things out. Blooper fair into left field for the base hit. So leadoff single for Sydney Tsarsky. We'll now bring up the third baseman, Keely Cochran. Cochran batting .154, 2 of 13 with an RBI. First pitch misses for ball one. Runner goes. Ball is high, and the throw is not in time. Stolen base for Sydney Tsarsky. Drops in too low. That misses for ball 4. So now runners are on first and second with nobody out as the Skeeters are trying to answer back. After the squeeze, took the 2-0 lead in the top of the second. Liliana Acosta, the pitcher, will now be the batter. Acosta 1 of 8. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Acosta down on strikes. There's one gone. And Paige Bashotti is now the batter. Called strike on her. .222 the average for Bashotti. She's 2 of 9. 3 runs scored with an RBI and 4 walks. .462 the OBP. That comes in high. The 3-1 is high for ball 4. Bashotti draws the walk, and now the bases are loaded with one away for the Skeeters. Looking for some production from the bottom of the order. And Julia Tomolsky, the extra hitter. First pitch is a strike. Tomolsky is 5 of 19, .263. The batting average, 5 runs scored, 5 runs driven in. Has a homer and a walk. Take that for a ball, 1-1. Phillips looks in. The 1-2 is fouled back once again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Popped up in foul ground. It will get out of play on top of the third base dugout, occupied by the Skeeters. Another 2-2. Another foul ball. It's quite a battle between Tomolsky and Phillips right here. Two. That's a slow roller to second. You can see the tag was trying to be applied by Young, but she missed the tag, dropped the ball. Coming in to score is Sotarski, and it's now 2-1 squeeze. That'll be scored as an RBI fielder's choice with an E4. As Machadaway stays alive. Swing and a miss by Oliva Artenis. Yes. Ground ball to short, and that one's misplayed. Almost rolled right to Young, but she was not able to grab it before it got on the bag, so that'll be an E6, bringing in another run. And it's now 2-2. So E6 RBI for Artenis. Cochran scores. And then we go back to the top of the order. Base is still loaded. Still one away. As the squeeze defense has stumbled a bit here in this inning. Lila Tidball now the batter. She struck out swinging her first time. Tidball, a freshman at Florida Southern, originally from Columbia, Missouri. Saw limited action for Florida Southern this past year in her freshman season. Didn't play competitive softball until her sophomore year of high school. Was focused more on competitive dance before then. That's fouled back. The 1-2 is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a soft liner, a diving catch made by O'Connell. Moving to her right. Saving a run. There's 2-way now. KB Bradshaw is the batter. She walked her first time. Swing and a miss, strike one. Bradshaw, a junior at Appalachian State this past season. From Apex, North Carolina, she transferred to App State from Gaston College, where she was first team All-Region for the NJCAA in 2025. For Appalachian State this past year, batted .306, 34 of 11, 25 RBIs, 7 homers, a couple of triples, 4 doubles, and 27 runs scored. That pitch is inside. Swing and a miss. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases still loaded for the Skeeters. It's in the dirt. It bounces away. The shot away stays at third. Now the bases, or now the field, the count is full with the bases loaded. Payoff pitch. Fouled back. Another 3-2. Called strike 3. Hit the outside edge, and that'll do it for the Skeeters here in the second. They tie things up as they get 2 runs on 1 hit. There were 2 errors and 3 runners left. We played 2. It's 2-2 between the Squeeze and the Skeeters. This is the FGCL. Elise Cresho leading things off for the Squeeze. First pitch swinging. Past the diving Artanis at short for a leadoff single. Cresho down spin on twice with a walk and a single. As the Squeeze look to answer back after the Skeeters tied things up in the bottom of the second with 2 runs. Ariana O'Connell is the batter now. She struck out her first time. First pitch to her is a fly ball, foul ground. No, that is a fair ball. Tidball tried to make a diving catch behind first base, touched it in fair territory. Now the throw is in time to get Cresho at third. Great backup defense there by the Skeeters. Tegan Riley came in from right field, picked up the ball that Tidball wasn't able to catch, and threw out the runner at third. So that'll be a single for O'Connell. Cresho out at third, and O'Connell takes second on the throw. It was a really good effort by Tidball to try to catch that ball. Wasn't able to, and a good job by Riley backing her up. And the squeeze tried to take an extra bag, thrown out at third. So 1 out now, runner on second for Skylar Young. Young 0 for 1, grounded out her first time up. Sophomore at North Carolina in 2026. She's entered the transfer portal. Fly ball to shallow center field. Charging in and making the catch is Bradshaw for out number 2. Now we'll bring up the designated player, Brooke Massengale. Massengale's 0 for 1, popped out her first time. Sophomore at Longwood in 2026, where she transferred from East Carolina. Second year squeeze. For Longwood this past year, Massengale batted .277, 26 of 94. 18 RBIs with 2 homers, a triple, and 4 doubles, 14 runs scored. It's well hit to deep left field. That one's back and gone. Brooke Massengale takes one over the left field wall, and the squeeze back out in front. It's now 4-2. For Massengale, that is her second home run of FGCL play, and RBIs 4 and 5. I'll bring up Hannah Evans. She reached on air and scored last inning. And that first pitch comes in the dirt for ball 1. Evans, a junior in 2026 at East Carolina. Played in 54 games, started 19 for the Pirates. Chopper is short. Oh, and that one is off the glove of Artanis. And that'll be an E6. Fortunately, not been the most cleanly played game on either side defensively. Both teams have committed 2 errors in the game. First pitch to Maddie Green is a called strike. Green's over 1. A fly out her first time up. Sophomore at University of Virginia this past season, fouls that one away. She started 23 games, played in 37 for the Hoos. Was 13 of 61 for a .213 average with 15 RBIs, 2 homers, 3 doubles, and 8 runs scored. Ground ball to third. Cochran makes the stop and the throw for out number 3 to retire the side. But the Squeeze get back out in front as they get 2 runs on the 2-run homer by Brooke Massengale. 2 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error and 1 left. We head to the bottom of the third. 4-2, Squeeze with the lead. This is the FGCL. Four runs on 5 hits, 2 errors, 3 left for the Squeeze. 2 runs on a hit, 2 errors, and 4 left for the Skeeters as we move to the bottom of the third inning. And Tegan Riley leading things off for the Skeeters. 3-4-5. And Sarah Phillips back out for her third inning of work for the Squeeze. One change defensively for the Squeeze. Pisare is your new center fielder, replacing Crescio.
Good? Good? Alright. We can get you ice or something in between innings, too. Alright.
Riley, a junior out of Tampa, Florida, at Lynn University in 2026. Back with the Skeeters again for another season. Had a really good year for him last year here in the FGCL. Batted .378, 17 of 45, 12 RBIs with 3 homers, 5 doubles. A .481 on-base percentage. Fly ball to center field. Pisari, the new center fielder, will make the catch for out number 1. Now bring up the catcher, Annalisa Weinbarger. First pitch misses for ball 1. Weinbarger, a redshirt junior at Winthrop this past season from Yulee, Florida. She transferred to Winthrop from Coastal Carolina. A third-year Skeeter. Last year for the Skeeters, batted .333, 18 of 54 with 15 RBIs, had 6 home runs, a couple of doubles, .368 the on-base percentage. For Winthrop last year, Weinbarger batted .263, 30 of 114, 26 RBIs with 11 home runs, 3 doubles, and scored 22 runs. To 3-1. Is a called strike on the inside corner, and the count's full, 3-2. That's high and away for ball 4. And Izzy Henderson will now courtesy run for Weinbarger. First pitch to Sydney Totarski is a called strike. Totarski singled and scored her first time. Fly ball, center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Basare picks it up and will throw it in, but Henderson will be safe at third, putting runners on the corners with one away. Second hit of the day for Totarski. And a meeting in the circle with the entire squeezed infield before Keely Cochran will have her at bat here with runners on the corners and one out. Skeeters once again trying to answer back from the Squeeze's 2 runs in the top of an inning. Squeeze scored 2 in the top of the second. Skeeters answered with 2 in the home half of the second. Squeeze now with 2 in the top of the third. Skeeters trying to match it again, if not take the lead. That's taken to right field, and on the run, unable to make the diving catch is Green. Coming in to score is Henderson. And that's an RBI single for Keely Cochran. And it's now 4-3 Squeeze. Liliana Acosta now the batter. She struck out her first time. Opportunity to help her own cause. First pitch is a called strike. Acosta holds up on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouls that one back. Stays live. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Costa down on strikes. There's 2 away. For a Page, but shot away. Shot away. Walked her first time. First pitch. is high for ball one. Shot away a freshman at Ohio Northern this past season from Royal Oak, Michigan. Pops this one up in foul ground. It will fall foul. Was 1 for 4 at Ohio Northern this past year. Phillips looks in. The 1-2 is high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-tune is high, and stealing third without a throw is Sotarski. Second stolen base of the game for Sotarski. Payoff pitch is high to Bashadaway. And now the bases are loaded with 1 out. Second consecutive inning that Bashadaway has drawn a walk. Second consecutive inning, the Skeeters have the bases loaded. And Julia Tomolsky is now the batter. Had an RBI fielder's choice her first time up. First pitch is fouled away for strike 1. Tomolsky from Tampa, Florida. Freshman this past year at Elon. It's 3 of 10 for Elon this past season with 3 RBIs, a homer, and 4 runs scored. Called strike there. And tied outside. That's fouled off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. That comes in a little bit low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball off the end of the bat to second. Charging in, making the stop and the throw is Young for out number 3 to end the inning. For the Skeeters here in the third, they get a run on 2 hits. There were no errors, and for the second consecutive inning, they leave the bases loaded. We head to the 4th inning. It's 4-3, squeeze with the lead. This is the FGCL. 4-3 squeeze with the lead as we head to the fourth inning. Due out for the squeeze in the fourth. Hickey, Faulkner, and Johnson. They'll face a new pitcher for the Skeeters. Lillian Acosta will turn things over to Addison Fry. Acosta went 3 innings, gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, with 1 walk and 1 strikeout. Now Addison Fry is the pitcher. Right-handed freshman out of Providence. She is in the transfer portal. Originally from Newcastle, Pennsylvania. For the Friars this past year, had a 4.22 ERA in 70 innings pitched, 98 hits, 55 runs, 47 earned. Walked 26, struck out 59, had a 6-5 record for Providence. This season in FGCL play, this is her 6th appearance. She's pitched 17 in the 3rd innings. A 1-2 record with 8 runs allowed, 6 earned, 2.42 the ERA. Hickey with a ground ball to short. The stop and the throw is in time for Martinez for out number 1. 17 hits allowed, 24 strikeouts to 6 walks. 133 the whip for Fry so far this season. Has been the most effective pitcher for the Skeeters. Trying to keep the squeeze where they are. Went out now for Lauren Faulkner, who had a 2 RBI double the first time up in the 2nd inning. Faulkner, a freshman at Longwood in 2026, where she batted .228 for the Lancers, 31 of 136, 21 RBIs with 7 home runs, 5 doubles, 32 runs scored, 307 OBP, and was 12 of 14 stolen bases. All conference in not only softball, but tennis as well in high school. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Knocked off her glove, picked up at 3rd, and the throw is not in time. It's going to be the 3rd error of the game for the Skeeters. The E1 puts a runner on first with 1 gone. For Eliza Johnson, who lined out her first time. First pitch is in there for a strike. That was hit and run, foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes on her now. Johnson, a freshman at Indian River State College in 2026, where she was 2nd team all-conference, and she's in the portal. She batted .305 at Indian River this past year. Takes that for a called strike 3, and there's 2 gone. And that will bring up the extra hitter, Reese Hickey. Hickey, a freshman in 2026 at Samford University. younger sister of her teammate here at the FGCL, Reagan Hickey. Called strike. The 0-2 pitch. Held off on that one. It's outside. 1-2. That's outside. 2-2. The 2 is swung on and missed. The ball got to the backstop. I believe. Yep. They'll throw to first, and the runner is not on the bag. Everyone thought that was a foul ball, but the umpire was very... And because first base was occupied, but there were 2 out, so that means you do have to throw the runner on a drop third strike out at first, even with the first base occupied. So there'll be a strikeout reaching on a wild pitch. And Eliza Johnson is now running for Hickey. And Elise Crescio is the batter. Crescio is 1 for 1, walked in the first and singled in the third. Squeeze trying to make the Skeeters pay for the mistake. Crescio stays alive. Crescio with a fly ball to right. Ranging over is Tomoski. She will make the catch for out number 3 to retire the side. So the Squeeze unable to capitalize here in the 4th inning. No runs, no hits. There was 1 error and 2 left. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still 4-3. Squeeze with the lead. This is the FGCL. That's a leadoff single for Olivia Artanis. She's now reached base twice. As the Skeeters down 4-3. The bunt is down from Leela Tidball. And that hit Tidball while she was still in the box. Foul ball. Tidball's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in the first and a line out in the second. Soft liner to second. Johnson's there. She'll make the catch. Now for KB Bradshaw. Ground ball. That's going to get through the 5-6 hole into left field. Seeing eye single for Bradshaw. And now runners are on first and second with one away. For Tegan Riley. Riley's 0 for 2. Ground out in the first and a fly out in the third. First pitch misses for ball 1. Ground ball to short. One hopser. That's going to be an infield hit for Tegan Riley. And the bases are now loaded with one away. Third consecutive inning, the Skeeters have loaded the bases. They've left them loaded twice. So now an opportunity with the bases loaded for Annalisa Weinbarger, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out, a walk, and her pinch runner came around to score. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. Weinbarger with a fly ball to right, charging up to make the catch is Green. And the throw is home to keep the runner at third. So a big second out there for the Squeeze. We'll bring up the left fielder, Sydney Tatarski. Tatarski is 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a run scored. Takes first pitch for ball 1. Called strike, 1-1. Over on field 2, they're in the bottom of the 6th inning. The River Mocs have a 2-1 lead over the Impact. Ground ball, that's going to get through for a base hit. 1 run will come in to score. Here comes Bradshaw. That throw is not in time. And now the Squeeze have a runner caught between second and third. And she's going to be out at third on the pickle. But the Skeeters score 2 and take the lead here in the 4th inning. Third hit of the day by Sydney Tatarski, a 2 RBI single. Scores Artanis and Bradshaw, and Riley is out at third on the rundown. For the Skeeters here in the 4th, they get 2 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors and 1 left. We head to the 5th inning. Skeeters lead at 5-4. This is the FGCL. 5-4 Skeeters as we head to the 5th inning. O'Connell, Young, and Massengale due up. Ariana O'Connell is 1 for 2, singled and scored in the 4th inning, struck out in the 1st. And the Skeeters are able to take advantage of the bases loaded. They left them loaded in the 2nd and the 3rd, but a 2 RBI single gives the Skeeters a lead in the 4th, and the first pitch is to the backstop for ball 1. Addison Fry now back out for her 2nd inning of work in the circle for the Skeeters. There's a strike. 1-1. That one's laced out to right. That's down for a base hit. 2nd hit of the day for O'Connell. It leads off the 5th inning as the Squeeze look to try to answer back. And that'll bring up Skylar Young. Young is 2 for 2. A ground out in the 1st and a fly out in the 3rd. Grounded to 1st. Knocked down. Bashadaway cannot collect it. And that's going to be an error for the Skeeters, and it puts runners now on 1st and 2nd with nobody out. She tried to scoop it on the hard hit ball and could not control it. That brings up Brooke Massengale, who's 1 for 2, a pop out in the 1st and a 2-run homer in the 3rd. First pitch right in there for a called strike. And that's going to fall for a base hit into shallow center field. O'Connell considers trying to head home, but a good throw in from Bradshaw keeps her at 3rd, but now the Squeeze trying to return the favor with the bases loaded. So a single error and a single have loaded the bases with nobody out for the Skeeters, or for the Squeeze. And Hannah Evans will be the batter. She's 0 for 2 on the day. She's reached twice via an error, and she scored once. Skeeters with the 5-4 lead, 5 runs on 7 hits, 4 errors now, and 8 runners left on base for the Squeeze. 4 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors, and 5 runners left on. First pitch to Hannah Evans. High for ball 1. Fly ball to left. Shielding her eyes from the sun, making the catch is Sotarski. Everyone tags. And coming in to score is going to be O'Connell. The ball is kicked around a little bit, but nobody else moves, so that'll be a sacrifice fly RBI for Hannah Evans. O'Connell scores, and we're tied up at 5. Maddie Green now the batter. First pitch to her is in there for a called strike. Green's 0 for 2, a fly out in the second and a ground out in the third. Swung on and missed. Fry asked for time. Didn't reset. The 0-2 is high away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Squeeze trying to make it a win streak. They've won their last game. Skeeters trying to snap a 2-game skid. And trying to get out of that bottom 4. The bottom 4 teams in the final standings will have to basically play-in games for the postseason tournament. That one's taken to center field. That's down for a base hit. 1 run will come in to score. And taking second on the throw in is Maddie Green. That's an RBI single off the bat of Maddie Green, and the Squeeze now lead at 6-5. So Young scores. Massengale held up at third. So runners now on second and third with 1 out. And this will be Nina Passari getting her first at bat of the day. That's line to third. It's knocked down, but not caught by Cochran, and everyone will be safe. That'll be an RBI single for Passare, bringing in a run. It's now 7-5. Lauren Faulkner now the batter. She's 1 for 2 at a 2 RBI double in the first, reached on air in the fourth. Runners are on the corner. Squeeze looking for more. They've answered. They've taken the lead. That pitch is outside. That's waved at a missed. Fry looks in. And here comes the 3-1. Hide away for ball 4. And now the bases loaded and 1 away. That will bring up the third baseman, Eliza Johnson. Johnson's 0 for 2 with a line out and a strikeout. First pitch misses outside for ball one. Called strike. That pitch is fouled away. The 2-2. High outside. The count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Bases are loaded for the squeeze. They've plated 3 in this inning to take the lead. And that's outside for ball 4. So the RBI walk brings in another run. It is now 8-5. And our home plate umpire has had to tag out. So now our base umpire is going to be calling balls and strikes from behind the pitcher. And Torrey Payne will be the batter. First pitch misses for ball 1. First at bat of the day for Payne. First pitch actually was a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fry looks in. Here comes the payoff pitch. That's fouled off. We'll do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2. Fly ball to shallow right. Charging in. Unable to make the diving catch is Tomolsky. And that'll be an RBI single off the bat of Torrey Payne. And it's now 9-5. Everybody advanced 60 feet. Station to station. Tomolsky, heck of an effort, but could not quite get there. Sorry scores. Faulkner now to third. Johnson to second. And Elise Crescio will be the 10th batter of the inning for the Squeeze. Swing and a miss, strike one. That's well hit to right center field. That one is back and up against the wall. 1 run will score. Here comes Johnson. She will score as well, and that's a 2 RBI single off the bat of Elise Crescio. And the Squeeze have opened it up. It's now 11-6. Faulkner and Johnson both score. Payne moves to third. 7 runs in the inning. And we're going to see a change in the circle for the Skeeters. Okay. And the new pitcher is going to be Abby Turnpaw. So Addison Fry went an inning and a third. There's still just the 1 out here in the 5th inning. Gave up 6 hits. 7 runs, 6 were earned. She is responsible for the 2 runners on base. Fry struck out 2. And walked 2. So Turnpaw now the pitcher. And she will face the 11th batter of the inning. The batter who started off this 5th inning, Ariana O'Connell. Single and scored earlier in the inning. She's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and 2 runs scored. Pulls back the bunt, and stealing second without a throw is Crescio. Further outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes this time, though. That one's driven to deep left field. That one is back and gone. Three-run shot off the bat of Ariana O'Connell. And it's now 14-5. So that closes the book on Fry, an inning and a third. 6 hits, 9 runs, 8 earned. And now Skylar Young is the batter. 0 for 3. Reshawn Aaron scored earlier in the inning. First pitch is outside for ball 1. 10 runs in the inning for the Squeeze. They were trailing entering this inning. That's fouled away. Over on field 2. The River Mocs trying to hold on to a 3-2 lead as they play in the bottom of the 7th inning over the Impact. And there's a walk issued to Young. Abby Turnpaw, entering today's game, has pitched 16 and 2/3 innings with an 0-2 record. 21 runs allowed, 20 have been earned. 8.40 ERA with 29 hits, 8 strikeouts, and 15 walks. Brooke Massengale swings and misses at strike 1. Massengale 2 for 3. Single and scored earlier in the inning, hit a 2-run homer in the third. The 1-1 pitch. A throw back behind at first, but back in time is Young. Two and two now the count. That's grounded to short. They throw to second, not in time. Well, Massengale reaches on an unsuccessful fielder's choice. And the inning continues. There's still one out. Runners now on first and second for Hannah Evans, who is 0 for 2, reached on error twice, and had a sacrifice fly earlier in this inning. First pitch misses for ball one. That comes in high. The 3-1 drops low for ball four. Skeeters just trying to find an out somewhere. Bases are loaded. One away. Maddie Green, the batter, swings and misses at the first pitch. Green is 1 for 3 with an RBI single and a run scored earlier in this inning. The 2-1 is a strike. 2-2. Two-two's a fly ball to left. Catch is made by Totarski. And the throw into third gets away. So coming in to score is going to be Young on the sacrifice fly. And it's now 15-5. So both outs in this inning by the squeeze have been on sac flies. So now 2 outs, runners on second and third is 15-5, and the first pitch went too far around. 4-1, Nina Pisare. RBI single and came around to score earlier in this inning. Down the count 0-2. That comes in high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that will do it here in the 5th inning for the Squeeze. My goodness, what an inning it was for the Squeeze as they played 11 runs in the inning, 10 of those earned. On 7 hits, there was 1 error and 2 left on base. And correction, 9 of them earned. 11 runs, 9 earned for the Squeeze here in the top of the 5th. We head to the bottom of the 5th, the last chance for the Skeeters. They have to score 3 to play a 6th inning. This is the FGCL. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Last chance for the Skeeters. They have to score 3 in this inning to play a 6th. It's 15-5. Keely Cochran will lead things off for the Skeeters, facing a new pitcher for the Squeeze. First pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. And that new pitcher for the Squeeze is Tori Payne, replacing Sarah Phillips. Phillips went 4 innings, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 5 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Payne so far here in FGCL play, making her 6th appearance. She's pitched 14 and a third innings. A 1-1 record, 6 runs allowed, 4 have been earned. 195 the ERA. 13 hits, 16 strikeouts to 4 walks. That's fouled away. Two and two the count now. We have a final from field 2. A Megan Towery 3-run homer walks it off for the impact. The Impact beat the Rivermocks 5-3. Right back up the middle, through for a base hit. Keely Cochran, a good day. Now she's reached base 3 times. 2 singles and a walk. Now we'll bring up Abby Turnpaw, who's entered the game to pitch and will now bat. Swung on and missed. First at bat of the summer for Turnpaw. And that's grounded to second. And the out is made at first. Johnson and Evans, a miscommunication there for a moment, but got the out. Runner moves now to second, and there's 2 away. Or, excuse me, there's 1 gone. Paige Machadaway will now be the batter. She's walked twice today. First pitch is a called strike. That's to the backstop. And taking third on the pass ball is going to be Cochran. One, 2 is a little bit low. She didn't go. 2-2. That hits the inside corner for a called strike 3. And the Skeeters are down to their final out. Julia Tomolsky's the last chance for the Skeeters. 0 for 2. Had a fielder's choice RBI in the second and a ground out in the third. One hopper right back to the pitcher. The underhand throw from Payne is in time for out number 3. And that'll do it. Your final score in 5 innings. Squeeze 15, Skeeters 5. In the 5th inning for the Skeeters, no runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on. With the win, the Squeeze have now won 2 in a row. They're now 5-2 on the year. The Skeeters now on a 3-game losing streak. They are 1-7. The winning pitcher is Sarah Phillips, and Lillian Acosta, Addison Fry will take the loss for the Skeeters. Give you the final line of the game here in just a moment. "15 runs on 12 hits, 2 errors, and 7 left for the Squeeze Skeeters. 5 runs on 8 hits, 5 errors, and 9 runners left on base. Coming up next for these two teams, the Squeeze will take on the Finns at noon on Field 2 tomorrow. The Skeeters take on the Impact at 2:30 on Field 2 tomorrow. That concludes day number 9 here at the FGCL, the triple header here on Field number 1. We'll be back tomorrow, starting with games at 9:30 as per usual. Until then, for everyone here at the FGCL, I'm Tom Canterbury. Thanks for joining us, and good evening from Bradenton.